Employees at places like Estee Lauder and Adidas speaking out against a lack of diversity and equality in their workplaces, despite public messages of support from the company's CEOs.
In a video, Nike said, "Don't pretend there's not a problem in America." Critics point out that all of Nike's executives are white.
You cannot say Black Lives Matter publicly when you don't show us Black Lives Matter within your own homes and within your organizations.
Yeah, that's right. If you are just some random person who has 10 followers on Twitter and you tweet Black Lives Matter, maybe that's the best you can do. But if you're a major corporation that hires thousands of people, you can actually show that Black Lives Matter in a material way that goes beyond your social media feed. On their own, corporate tweets are useless. No one's going to stop being racist because SpaghettiOs told them to. Like, it's not enough to just be Black Lives Matter in the tweets. You got to be Black Lives Matter in the streets. Hell, you got to be Black Lives Matter in the sheets. Okay, maybe I didn't think that last one through, but you know what I mean. But the question is, why are African Americans so underrepresented in the American workforce? Well, let's find out in our brand new segment, This Black American Life. Why aren't more African Americans hired in American companies? Is it because they're lazy? Is it because they're uneducated? Or is it because offices are just way too cold? Well, despite what your racist uncle might post on Facebook, the truth is, for many Black Americans, getting a job is almost impossible. And it's because their blackness stops them from even getting in the door.
Blacks are the last hired and the first fired.
White males are hired based on potential. Blacks are hired based on demonstrated accomplishments.
Going back a quarter century, statistically speaking, very little has changed for Black applicants. Whites receive, on average, 36% more callbacks than African Americans and 24% more callbacks than Latinos.
Thousands of made-up resumes were mailed to employers, identical except for the names. Half Black-sounding, half white. The results? Black-sounding names were 50% less likely to get follow-up calls.
Wow. Racism never takes a day off. If you have a Black-sounding name on your resume, you're 50% less likely to get called in for the interview. Imagine if America had the same policy when picking a president. That would have screwed things up. It says Barack Hussein Obama. Okay, next. What we got here? John Edwards. Now this guy sounds like he's got it. And that's the thing I wish more people understood. Black people are asking for equality, not charity. They're not asking people to hire Black people just because they're Black. They're asking companies to stop not hiring Black people just because they're Black. Because even with the exact same qualifications and a resume that's exactly the same, the only thing that blocks people is having a Black-sounding name. I mean, why would anyone even want a workplace with no Black people in it? You need at least one person who knows how to dance at the office party. And also, what if zombies show up? You want them to kill you first? So, it's enough of a challenge getting your Black foot in the door of corporate America. And if you're lucky enough to find your way into the office, good luck finding the ladder.
Only 3.2% of executives and senior leaders in the U.S. are African American.
There are only 4 Black CEOs in the Fortune 500, only 4, and no Black women.
There are too few opportunities for African Americans to rise to the top, to have the opportunity to serve in leadership positions.
There's a promotion gap. At every level going up, it becomes less and less diverse, more white.
When I don't see those that have been in the company for X amount of years not hold certain titles, there places a doubt in my mind.
Representative Al Green asking a pointed question to major bank CEOs.
If you believe that your likely successor will be a woman or a person of color, would you kindly extend a hand into the air?
Okay, that was just awkward. I mean, from the way those bank CEOs reacted, that congressman might as well have asked them to raise their hands if they'd ever seen Mike Pence eating a flaming hot Cheeto. Not a single one of those banks thinks it's even possible that a person of color will run the company. That says a lot. I mean, if you ask me, every bank should be run by a Black woman. Yeah, because banks are out here losing trillions of dollars, credit default swaps, mortgage scams, and then after they screw up, average people lose their homes. Meanwhile, Black women are out in these streets every day figuring out how to make $1 stretch into 10. I'll tell you right now, if my grandmother ran a major bank, she would have been the one bailing America out.